we found a fish. Looks like a nice fish too. Good morning, hello again. So we're back on the banks of the mighty Trent again today. Gorgeous sunshine, 22 degrees. It's the end of the summer now. We've got a northeasterly blowing. So I'm on the steps in some of the deepest stretches of the Trent. You may have seen previous videos where we can catch a roach on stick float, and it would be a lovely day to stick float today. But I'm just trying. I'm fishing a small feeder, casting frequently, only 2 rod lengths out from the bank in the deep water, a little bit downstream, and just have a few hours and see if I can pick up any quality roach. We're using corn, maggots and casters, hemp and tears in the feeder with some dark roach ground bait, and we'll just see if there's any of them bigger roach. Prepared to take a bit of corn. I can try a bunch of maggots, casters, maybe some big perch, maybe some skimmers, maybe some bream. I've heard there's some bream coming out down here, but generally been fishing a bit further out. But as the river where we are now, we're downstream of the Trent Bridge. I've just panned round. There's a chap fishing to my right, about 100 yards up. He's fishing feeder in the middle. The Trent Bridge, 300 or 400 metres away. So upstream, and then as we pan to my left, where all the ducks and the geese are. Downstream, so you see we're on the outside bend in one of the deepest parts of the Trent. Certainly around Nottinghamshire anyway. And it's a lovely place to fish. And there's big fish come out here, barbel. We had recently barbel come up to £12, bream to £5. So I just thought we'd hold the bait still and cast frequently. Have a look at the rigging in a little bit more detail in a bit. Putting a mixture of all the baits in. Not packing it too tightly, just so it gets to the bottom. It's really deep. It's taking 6, 7, 8 seconds to reach the bottom. Might mean there's some big fish hiding down there. I'm going to loose feed over the top with some sweet corn. Quite often decent sized roach will take a piece of corn. What a beautiful day. It's quite a brisk northeasterly blowing, but we're on the banks with its wind over our head, so we're quite sheltered here. You can see opposite the trees are blowing quite vigorously. I'm just going to leave it 30 seconds, come back in again. Keep casting frequently, hope we can get the fish going. No bites yet in the first few casts. I fished down here in the evenings before and put a bed of corn down and gone over it with cheese paste. I plan to do one of them sessions in the near future, evening session, just as it's getting dark. Quite often that's when the bigger fish come grubbing around the edge. But as the bed of the river goes, this is the deepest part of it, and it gradually slopes up to the far side. It can go out quite, 12, 13, 14 foot deep towards the middle and then gradually sort of slope up. So it's a good area for holding big fish in the Trent. And hardly anybody fishes it. There's the guy to my right fishing, not seen him catch out yet. We've been here about 45 minutes now and I'm not getting any bites on corn, so I've changed to maggot. Had a couple of bites and shredded maggots, but no actual fish yet. Keep fast casting very quickly, every 30 seconds. Hopefully get some fish coming in. At the moment I'm just feeding maggots and groundbait in an open end feeder. I've noticed as I've put the keeping in, there's a bit of a backwater palm keeping in. It's full of fry. We've found a fish. It's gone 11 o'clock, so we've been here an hour. Looks like a nice fish too. This is so just had a couple of bites on the previous couple of casts. That I'd missed or they'd not properly took it. Looks like a nice fish. I've got £6 mainline and I've only got a £5 trace with a 16 hook on. Oh, it's a really big perch. Made the fry jump anyway. I mean, it is a really big perch. Oh, that's a beauty. That's a plonker. We'll have a look at this one. Got it. Got that for a perch. Absolute clunker. Must be over £2. The biggest I've had for a while. The biggest I've had out for the Trent for a while. So it's just over £2. £2.4. Absolutely stunning. Look at the markings, how deep and rich it is. What a wonderful fish that is. Absolutely beautiful. What a wonderful fish. Look how thick it is. That's eating a lot of fry in its time. It took double maggot today. Amazing. Let's put it in the net. Quite often they're in shoals, so maybe some bigger ones down there. But just as I thought it was going to be a quiet morning, I wasn't going to get many bites. Oof, what straight over. One's straight round. It just shows you, doesn't it? Perseverance, but that regular casting every 30 seconds or so in the first hour, although it was quiet, just the perseverance with it. Bait going into the same swim very frequently. And fishing an open-end feeder. We'll have a look at the rig in a bit. Fishing an open-end feeder with maggots and ground bait. Keep piling the bait in. Even on the short side, I'm not going to go far out because it's so deep there. There's some big fish. Let's see if we can get another one. Using up some maggots, some casters and tears as well. So I'm feeding a few casters, a few hemp and tears, not many. And then the corn's going in as well. Trying to put a bed down and just encourage the roach to come in. Although with £2 plus perch in the swim, I don't think we're going to get many roach. Maybe the casters will bring some roach in and some hemp and tears. It's funny, I'm not getting many touches. You know, I wasn't getting many bites from maggot before I got the perch. Maybe there's just some big predators here in this stretch. For the rig we've got, it's a standard paternoster. Got open-end feeder, couple of float stops, a swivel there, couple of float stops, and the hooks coming off the paternoster style. And because they're on float stops, I can alter the length of where that sits. At the moment I've got it so it's sitting just a few inches below the feeder. Generally pretty anti-tangle, doesn't really tangle that much. Traces a £5 trace with a 16 hook on. 2 maggots at the moment. Pretty straightforward stuff. Nothing complicated. I'll point out ground bait, maggots, and then ground bait sandwich. Unless we're just chucking it 2 rod lengths out, downstream. Downstream probably 3 rod lengths. But because we're in the deep water, hopefully the fish will stay close. Yeah, it's a touch already though. Oh, I think I struck too early on that one. Decent indications. Maggot shredded. Look at that. got a link swivel holding the feeder on, so I can just, if I wanted to just change to just a maggot feeder, do it quite easily. But we're casting so frequently, it's the bottom, maggots will be calling out, the ground bait will be quite a dry mix, it's the bottom, it's going to explode around the bottom like that. 30 seconds later, emptying it out, the fish should be starting to compete for it. And generally within an hour, we should be getting a few more bites. The beauty about fishing to the clouds, you can be really accurate with the feeder, so it's going down in the same spot all the time. So I can only think I'm not getting as many bites just because there's some predators in the swim. Oh, straight over it. Little roach or something, maybe a dace. We have a nice roach. Lovely. Just about small enough, but not to be eaten by that perch. We'll see. You're fishing like this as well, you can fish quite a light feeder. The lighter the better really. You don't need to fish a big rod either fishing close in. This is a little 11-foot little carp feeder rod used on commercials. We pack as many maggots in as we can. It's a really firm, couple of indications. Just felt more like a bigger fish just nudging it. I was just going to strike and it stopped. But the last 2 or 3 bites, the last 2 or 3 casts, no indications at all, no sunk maggots. It's just been, maggots come back clean and nothing. So something's coming to the swim, small fish have gone. Have we got another big perch nudging at the bait? So I'm just leaving it a bit longer before I bring it back, in case it develops. It's midday, 12 o'clock. Absolutely gorgeous. What a fantastic summer we've had. That's interesting, the 3 maggots appear untouched. So, was there a big fish actually mouthing at the feeder? It's interesting. So, I'm just going to move the float stops up and put the bait right next to the feeder. So it can alter it so it's really, really close when it's laid on the bottom. Let's see if that makes a difference. Yeah, using float stops like that, it's a great way of making like an adjustable rig almost, isn't it? Those. That's interesting. Whatever bite I had then didn't go for the maggots on the up. Something attacked it straight away then. Yeah, I think it's probably a little roach or something. Another nice little roach, but attacking the feeder. So by now I thought, I mean after 2 hours, 12 o'clock, been here 2 hours, so I'd have thought I'd been getting bites instantly like that all the time. Especially the amount of maggots I'm putting in. Might come back here with some worms. Looks a bit like a fat stone loach. Look at that. It's a bizarre little creature. He meant having them 3 maggots. We'll give it another hour, I think. Go till 1 o'clock. The heat of the daytime sun. They put a few of the fish off, I think. Might feed later on this evening. Keep feeding all my leftover bait. Oh, indication that. Alright, quick time check. What have we got? 20 past 12. I'm going to give it to 1 o'clock in 40 minutes. See if we can get a friend for his for the big perch. Firm indications. Just nibbling at the maggots. We've hooked what I think's another big perch. Pretty certain this is. Don't think it's as big as the other one. It's a good perch though. This is why I'm not getting proper bites off little fish. Get these in the swim. Look at that one. It's another clunker. So I'm just getting these odd firm pulls. I don't think it's as big as the other one, but it's not far off. These are absolutely fantastic fish. Some double maggot again. Look at that for a stripey. Absolutely beautiful. Stunning. To get 2 like that today. Absolutely fantastic. Look, not a mark on it as well. Beautiful. Just turn around and have a quick look at the other side. Look at his fin stood up. Wow. Not quite as big as the other one, but it's not far off. Let's put him in the net. What a brace of perch that is. So I've been playing with the rig, haven't I? Altering the lengths. So I'd altered it to put the hook bait very close to it because I thought something was having to go at the feeder. It's worked. It's picked off that second big perch. Two absolute clunkers they are. Just have to remind you, it's free fishing here as well. Might stay a bit longer. So I've had quite a bit of success down here, feeding heavy with corn, even though I've not caught that well on it. Creating that bright yellow bed on the bottom, I think keeps a lot of fish interested, or having a look. But they do catch, you know, big bream and that on corn down here. And that's the last of my loose feed. Straight away, next cast into another one, good one as well. If anything, this feed's even bigger than the other two. They could be. He's fighting really funny, like it's foul hooked. Could be an eel, you know. It's fighting really strangely. Not had an eel for years. Used to get them on the river with them. I've had a few on the Trent. That's a good one as well. Okay, it's in the net's not straightforward. It's in. Yeah. What, an eel? Yeah, it is. I've had one down here for years. No, it's a good one as well. It's a clunker. This one must be £2 plus. Wow, sort of mad couple of casts that was. Another £2 perch. And an eel, just weighed it £1.12 that eel was. Which I think's about my biggest. It's similar to what I did before, but it was thick enough to weigh, I think, so I weighed it at £1.12. But it just shows you sometimes, you know, it's worth persevering, even though I'm not getting bites from little fish. And there is lots of little fish down here. They're just not coming to the maggot because there's too many predators in the way. Eel will take a roach. But yeah, 20 to 1, so we've got 20 minutes left. I think I'm being greedy if I can catch another big fish in the last 20 minutes. Getting another cast, no touches on the maggots at all. So we've got another monster down there, terrorising the little fish. Oh, I've got a little visit from the Nottingham Princess too. It's one of Nottingham's party boats. You can hire it. Yeah, you can hire the whole thing for a party if you want. You can't go much further upriver. It starts to get shallow before it gets to Trent Bridge, which is only about a mile upriver. You'll have to turn around and come back. Feels like another perch, doesn't feel as big as the others. Nice one then. Trying to caught the other ones. They've felt better. I love the fish. Got it. Not the beauty though. Not as big as the other two, but it's still a lovely fish. Might carry on for a bit longer here. Got plenty of maggots left. So we're coming to the end of the third hour, which has been awesome. Last 40 minutes with 2 perch and the eel. No other small fish at all, nothing. I think I've only got predators in this swim. And big ones as well. I'm not even getting a little perch. Not even little bits. There's just too many big fat perch and eels and stuff in these swims. I should definitely be back again. I think I'll fish it when I've got a bit more time. I might do a late evening or early morning. We'll have a couple of more casts. Don't want to pack up now though. I'm catching. You just took it on the drop. That's what normally happens when you've got small fish in your swim. But today I've hardly had any small fish because it's full of big fish. Full of big perch in the swim. We're going to have 1 or 2 more last casts. Or last fish. Let's see if we can get 1 more fish. Yeah, definitely last cast. We're going to get back to weight. I'm going to have a look at these fish, have a look at these nice perch, and see if we're going to have a decent look at the eel, if I'm brave enough to pick it up. It's been a lovely session though, really enjoyed it. First hour I was thinking, are we going to get any fish at all? Yeah, that big perch in the second hour. And then 2 big perch and an eel in the third hour. So it's gone quiet again now, so does that mean big fish have come back in? Little fish have disappeared? Probably. But to get these fish today, just in this little short session on a sunny day, it's been fantastic. And we're out the windy, it's lovely. On the far bank you can see how windy it is. There's this northeasterlies howling up the Trent, and we're sheltered on this section as the river meanders around Nottinghamshire. Yeah, so it's a perfect day to fish these swims. I think the dark ground bait has helped. It's a very smelly roachy ground bait. Right, it's the end of the session. I'm going to have a quick look at the fish before we put them back. As if I can pick the eel up. See if we can do the eel first. See if he'll let me, and I'll put him straight back. They don't like being picked up. See if we can get it. He wants to go back. Let's get it go. What a fish that is. But I hope you've liked the video. Just a short session on the Trent steps again, but get fish like this on a free fishing stretch in Nottinghamshire. Absolutely fantastic. Let's get them pulled back. I don't want to pull them back, they're such magnificent creatures. Superb to look at. They're one at a time. We'll put the big one back. Deep into the depths. Yeah, I think it's the mystery of fishing, isn't it? You just never really know what's going to happen. And today's been one of them days. Just come for a few hours and caught 2 absolute beasts of perch like that. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. There's plenty more videos coming out. Although I filmed it in August, I should be putting these out throughout the winter. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please click the like and subscribe. Bye for now. See if you can get it. Wants to go back. Let's get it go. What a fish that is. Orange, greens, goldens, magnificent creatures. Let's put them back. Absolutely stunning, what a creature. Huge sailfin this one's got. Massive fin on the back. That's got to be my biggest brace, I think, perch. Not bad for a few hours on the steps, are they? Just on double maggot as well. Look at the colours of them. Spectacular fish. Let's put them back.